Yes, we could see a whole trail of personification of victory, from the selfish ambition to dedicating this victory to the people. So how do we draw the line between the people and the winner of the election? It's when the dividends of this process called democracy gets to the masses. And now we might have to hold it here as we move over to perhaps one of the most compelling story we have right now. Saving it for the last actually means a lot, and this is really attracting lots of banner headlines, from the conundrum to the power merchants of Bielsa. But whichever way it comes across, it most definitely sets the stage for a most decisive moment in Bielsa's politics, and the behind the closed door talks may portend an intriguing power play. But the main plot brings Governor Timipre Silva in a turbulent well as a fight to save his political ambition of returning to governor's seat come 2012, even as the scheme to disqualify the embattled governor is deadlocked as news time. So we'll take the sound bites as we connect to the sight and sounds of the whole process of this scheme, the manipulation. We were yet to see. The news kicked off with the expectation of having Governor Timipre Silva disqualified, but along the week we saw that it's not just going to come as easy as we anticipated, and that's coming on the stage, the Governors Forum that has acted as a power block. And but in spite of all this, the president of Nigeria, Goodluck Jonathan, was yet to make any commitment as at in spite of all this power play, internal squabbles. And we could just give you some tidbits on the Bielsa primaries slated for this November. The election is for 2012. Still want to ride on, wanting to ride on the banner headline, "Battle for the Soul of Bielsa." We will give you some tidbits here concerning the screening process, the eligibility of the contestants, and everything seems to favor power of incumbency. We could just read out the guidelines to you for participating in the for you to be qualified as a delegate to vote in the primaries. You must be a sitting member of the State Executive Council. Lots of issues right here, and also the Bielsa election, the governorship race, it's likely to cause a strain in PDP, and we quickly bring this on a radar screen now with Barrister Ubani and Comrade Yinka Odumake. Now, from the National Working Committee to the governorship screening panel, a lot of intrigues. The first was that everything was heaped on security reasons, not favoring the qualification of Governor Timipre Silva. So how do you see the starting points of the screening process of the PDP primaries in Bielsa?
Well, the first was that the first screening panel cleared Timipre Silva, and then other contestants, 8 of them. I think the only man that was not qualified at that point was either the former MD of NDDC. Now there was a review panel that was set up, headed by the former deputy governor of Ekiti State. Now that lady cleared some of the persons and then said that it was the first batch. Timi's Sylvia's name was missing in that particular list. That of Alaibe also was missing. That of Ben Bruce was also missing. But the announcement now was that, look, this is the first batch. The second batch that will come up with the other names and all that. So there has been a lot of intrigues. There has been a lot of manipulations. There has been a lot of things that are not very, very clear to Nigeria.
Now, I would want Comrade Jean Kaudumaki to comment on this. This involves internal democracy, and as a CPC member, how do you see the process from the National Working Committee? Does it portend a good sign?
Well, it's said that for those who expect the ruling party to give democracy to Nigerians, they do not understand that you cannot give what you don't have. The way they are running their internal affairs show clearly that to expect these people to toe democratic line in national conduct is like waiting for Godot. Now, what intrigues me is the culture of impunity, the imperial presidency that we are building in our country. If you must have the party guidelines of PDP or their party constitution.
Okay,
where is it said?
Let's just read it now. PDP's guideline for statutory delegates for you to vote in the primaries, you must be a member of the State Executive Council or member of the House of Assembly, a member of the state or local government offices. So looking at this,
so where is the president mentioned among those in that guidelines? So why is it now that everyone is not going to Abuja to beg the president to allow somebody?
But we don't have a fact to back.
No, newspapers are reported.
But everything was reported behind closed doors. 13
governors. Even not from PDP. There are EC governors there also who are said to have gone to beg the president. Nobody, none of the governors.
Okay. Now, so let's consider that. Given the fact that security reason was what came up initially as a press time for his purported disqualification.
Yes.
So, do you think this is enough ground to disqualify him on account of security reason?
Remember that PDP came up with a pronouncement that any non-performing governors, any of the non-performing governors will not be returned during the election process that will take place this time around. That was made sometime in this year, when after they were sworn in. I mean, the new government was sworn in. PDP came up with this policy, and I know that policy has been there, that if you don't perform as a governor, you will not be allowed to come back. Now, my position is this: if you have primaries and you have those who are qualified now to vote any particular candidate, why don't we begin to involve internal democracy and allow exhaustion of that internal democracy? The issue where those people that are supposed to elect somebody is being excluded, and you now begin to go somewhere else that is beyond the prescription of your constitution, then you are not helping the country to grow, because there is no internal democracy in this. Now, even if you're going to exclude Silva, you must make a pronouncement based upon the policy of PDP. We have not seen performance on this man. So everyone will know that you have excluded him based upon the fact that he has not performed. But here now there is so much intrigues, which I've mentioned before. There is so much things that are not clear to us. At the end of the day, Nigerians are being left with a feeling that there is no internal democracy in PDP. And he has rightly pointed out, you can't give what you don't have.
Barrister Obani, we'll just quickly read out the list of those that have been cleared for this election, and this one is very prominent now: Henry Dixon, Oruta Justin Bolubo, Enal Christopher Fullpower, and Kalongo Michael Upele. So, looking at this list, this list, they've been cleared for pre-qualification of the gubernatorial primaries.
That's not the final list, because as I speak to you, I read all the papers today. No, they said that there are some names are still waiting for clearance. As I speak to you, I read all the papers today, so that I was confused today. You read some paper, they will say he has been finally disqualified. Some governors met with the president and they came out not smiling, giving you the impression that this man's fate has been finally sealed.
Right, Barrister Bani, yes. we could go on and on in this political discourse, but no doubt all this looks more like a cliffhangers from a bestseller, I must tell you, but we'd have to keep a glint on the unfolding trend in Nigeria's political landscape. And don't forget to make a wish to Nigeria as we mark the Salah festivities. But till we meet again, come next week, when we'll be breaking and analyzing the leading events in Nigeria's political turf on Politics Today. I'm Olugbenga Ashiru. On behalf of the entire production crew on Politics Today, I say happy celebrations. Goodbye.